guys, so today I have the newer Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation here. And I picked this up at Ulta's probably about 2.5 weeks ago, right when it first came out, that first day. And actually I'm really liking it. It's fragrance free, denatured alcohol free. It comes in 50 shades, which is nice. There's a lot of options. However, a con to that 50 shades is I really recommend you go to the store and swatch them for yourself, because what I would have purchased online as opposed to what I ended up picking, which is shade 220N, is totally different, way lighter than what I would have picked up. And I picked up in store, and you can see the cap is a little wonky looking, and that's because I had purchased nail polish remover, which opened up in the bag and kind of destroyed the box and part of the cap. But since it's in a glass bottle, not a plastic one, the insides of it are all okay, so I didn't have to waste anything. So anyway, I picked up shade 220N. It applies, I would say, medium to full coverage. A little bit goes a very long way, which I learned quickly in the store, and this even little bit amount is going to be too much. I recommend applying it with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and it definitely applies pretty easily. It's buildable, although you probably don't need much building. It does a nice job because it doesn't accentuate flakes or dry patches or wrinkles or creases. I've been wearing it now in my videos. Anything you've seen in the last couple weeks, chances are I'm wearing this, because I've been wearing this, playing around with it ever since I picked it up 2.5 weeks ago, and really like it. It sets to a bit of a radiant matte finish almost, not drying, not anyway, radiant matte finish. So if you have oilier skin, you might not love this foundation as much as those of us with normal or dry skin or combination skin. So just be aware, if you have oily skin, pick up a sample if you can in the store. It's worth it. But I apply it, and then I set it with the Hourglass Ambient Light powder, and that's pretty much all I'm wearing. Oh, I'm wearing a little bit on my cheeks, but otherwise that's all I'm wearing today. And lipstick, I guess. I guess I'm wearing everything. Anyway, so 50 shades, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, radiant finish, wears well, doesn't set into creases, which is nice, doesn't accentuate flakes, which is also nice. Gives you a little bit, doesn't set super fast, so it gives you a little bit of time to blend it or build it. Doesn't crease. The only downsides to it really, no SPF in there, so you definitely need to use a sunscreen beforehand. There's really no good skin beneficial ingredients in there. A lot of foundations nowadays are throwing in some good beneficial ingredients. This one really doesn't contain anything like that, but the good thing is there's no negative bad for your skin ingredients in there either. So those are always very good. Price is a little pricey. It's $38 for 1 ounce, although like you saw in my hand, a little bit goes a very long way. So like the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, I can go through a bottle of that pretty quick. This one is lasting me a lot longer. So definitely, if you're thinking about picking it up, check it out. In the store, online shades are just not the best in my opinion. And then oily skin might find this a little bit of too much of a radiant finish. Personally, in terms of other foundations I've used, I find this is a little bit of a more dewy finish of the Beauty Blender foundation, and then a little bit less of a dewy finish than the Wander Beauty foundation. So if you tried either of those, it's similar to those two, just not quite as matte or radiant of a finish. So really like it though. You know what? I picked it up, and usually I'll try a foundation once or twice, put it back in the box, put it in my room, and then come back to it like a week or two later. But ever since I picked it up, I've been pretty much wearing it nonstop. So anyway, so those are some of my thoughts. Instead of doing a 10-point score, I just did a pro-con of it, just to help you guys decide. So anyway, this is my shade 220N, wearing it now. Anyway, so if you guys have questions or comments, or if you've tried it, definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Stay tuned for more tomorrow, and thank you guys so much.